Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've uploaded a YouTube video. It's been about, how long has it been? Oh, 3 months? It'll buff out, don't worry. This is just a kind of, how can you say, update on everything. Like, I think the last video I said I was going to go take my CDLs at my technical school, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. So I went for the 5 weeks and I got my hazmat as well. Then I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock, get to my school. Had to drive 2 hours with like my two other classmates that were under 21. We had to drive 2 hours away to a different school to take our test. So it was gonna be with some different person, a stranger, in the semi truck. So, the first thing they had us do, I was hoping to go first. I was like, I want to go first, tell my, other classmates this, and they're like, okay, you can go first, and blah, blah, blah. So we all kind of, like, agreed on what spot we wanted. And then, next thing they start calling out our names, and next thing my name gets called called the second time. So I was basically going second. And, my first classmate, he ended up doing it. He was in the pre-trip. He passed it, and I was like, "Oh, let's go!" And we're all sitting on the bench watching. My instructor from the school, and the other student with me, and we're all watching him. And he passes the pre-trip, so like yes. And then he gets to his maneuverability, and I think he did his straight back. I think it was the straight back, and which I think it's 100-foot straight back. He did that, and instead of getting out and looking, he just honked his horn. If you guys don't know, if you honk your horn when you're out of the box, you automatically fail. So he failed, and I was like, oh my god. So then it was my turn. As soon as I stepped into the foot of the cab of the truck, my brain went blank. I couldn't remember how to do the pre-trip at all. So then the lady was like, is there any questions? And I completely forgot how to do the air brakes and all that. I was just so nervous, even though I did it for 5 weeks straight. And at my school, we had to do 2 pre-trip tests. And then after you passed that, you moved on to your lot maneuver test. Had to do 6 maneuvers in under 40 minutes. And then had to do 2-hour road tests. And cool thing about that is I actually ended up passing both of my road tests in the same day. The instructor was like, it's really rare that, a student can go ahead and pass their 2-hour road tests in the same day, but we're going to do it. And I went ahead and I was able to complete it. So that had weight off my shoulders. I was struggling on doing the parallel parking for some reason. He said that there's a disease that every student has, and it's called the clipboard disease. Because I tell you, when he brought out that clipboard, my skill, I was more focused on the clipboard than instead of actually doing the parallel parking. But after, I don't know what it was, I think after doing the road test, and like a day later I went to do it, and not only was I the last one who completed the lot test, or not the lot test, the last one who completed the lot test. I also had the fastest time. I had more attempts with it. Obviously, I had to get through that in order to go to the actual testing site to get my CDLs and pass. So I guess that kind of motivated me, and I don't know what happened. I did my 6 maneuvers in 22 minutes, and and to remind you, these are 10-speed semi trucks, which I love the 10-speed. We was driving Volvos, 10-speed Volvo sleepers. They are an American Truck Simulator. I'll show you a picture of what the truck we kind of drove, a little thing. But other than that, after I did my pre-trip, she was like, all right, Zane, if you want, you can. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, I'd probably failed. And she's like, you got enough points to go ahead and move on. I was like, well, heck yeah. So I moved on, and we had to do a straight forward into a box. I was like 3 feet away from it, so that took away 5 points. And then the next one was doing the straight back, so I did that, and I got out and checked twice because you're only allowed to get out and look. Went ahead, did that, and I knew I was in the box, honked the horn, and then I did my offset. I think it was offset to the right. I did that. I had the most perfect, even at my technical school, I had the most perfect setup I could ever ask for. If I had a tape measure, I was probably even on both sides. So, but yeah, and to say, because I know there's a lot of trucking schools out there who do like, day cabs, and they're, if you want your manual, most of the time it's better to go with the manual, so you don't get the automatic restriction. But I know there's a lot of them that do. You go ahead and to get your Class A's, it's in a day cab, and they have like a 32-foot freaking trailer. Yeah, we had full 53-foot dry vans. So, but yeah, so I end up passing the maneuvers. So then I went ahead and decided to. She told me go ahead and wait in the truck, so I waited, and it was time for the road test. Holy cow, she had me on an incline. She had me do an emergency stop, and I tell you, I was on an incline, which I've went off from inclines several times at the school, in the truck, but we was on the highway on an incline, and I had to pull off to the side and do my emergency stop. So I did that. She's like, all right, you can take off. Now, remember, if you stall the truck, it's an automatic fail. If you run a red, like, the light can turn yellow, but then if she sees it turn red, it's an automatic fail. If you stall or if you are out of gear more than 5 seconds, you automatically fail. If you shift during an intersection, you automatically fail. So there's a lot of freaking restrictions on here. And after the emergency stop, we headed back to the school. And we're sitting there, and I wish I had this all in like video. I really wish there's something. It always replays in my head. She's writing on her paper, and I'm like, oh no, did I pass? She goes, congratulations, Zane, you obtained your Class A CDL unrestricted. I'm like, no way. I got it. I threw my hands up in the air. My instructor just starts clapping his hands, and my other classmates start cheering. And so I was the first one out of, I think almost out of everyone in class. We had I can't say that. I was going to say 6 or 7 students. Can't say that now. I think we had like six other classmates in there. So out of 6, I think I was one of the first ones. I think maybe one person did, and then I was probably second, or I might have even been first of my class. I took the longest to do everything, but I was also told by the instructor I had the best shifting, best downshifting, best braking. He said best everything. He's like, I was a great driver. And the crazy part is when I got my driver's license, the instructor to get my driver's license, he told me I was the best student he's ever had. Now, I wasn't told I was the best student he's ever had in trucking, but he said I was better at than the stuff that most people do when it comes to their first month of trucking. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Sucky part is after, well, not really sucky. After that, when I got my doubles and triples, I already had hazmat, and then I got tanker endorsement. So I got all those, and then I decided to go ahead and start applying. I applied for about a dozen jobs, and I applied for 3 like every day. I probably even applied for more than that. Not a single company got back to me because I wasn't 21. If you guys don't understand, you have to be 21 years old in order to cross into other states. The state I live in, it's like I'm 10 minutes away from like the West Virginia bridge, so I couldn't even go over there, which kind of sucks because there's a lot of companies over there that I'd really love to go work for starting off, but luckily, I guess Jesus answered my prayers, and I'm actually working for the state I'm in. I work for Department of Transportation, so it's actually a really great job, good benefits, but I'm only seasonal, which I think that kind of works out because Jesus always has a plan for something, and my biggest plan, as you guys know from my other videos, is I want to go over the road when I hit 21. So I'm hoping when I hit 21, I want to go with Schneider. I don't know how popular it is in other states. I think it's actually really popular. It's one of the top trucking companies. They pay $97 a year, which is pretty freaking good. And I really want to have a great life and start a family. Not really soon, but I want to buy land and build a barn dominium. I won't be building it, but you know, it'll be a house, and my girlfriend and I, we plan on doing that, and I really hope it turns out, and I hope Jesus is there with me throughout the whole way. And hope I hope this goes great. Hope it goes right. There's gonna be bumps in the road, but I'm expected to have those. Sorry for saying a lot. I'm just trying to think. It's been 3 months since I've done this. Other than that, Christmas is coming up. Oh, first, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. You know, I'm thankful for you guys. I'm at 900 subscribers. Can't do without you guys. Would I continue making videos from this video? I'm not too sure. I've been really busy. I work basic stuff, 40 hours a week. We just had our first snowstorm here. So about like 2 inches, maybe 3. So it wasn't too bad. Got to plow today a little bit, but other than that, I've been really busy. So got my girlfriend some gifts for Christmas. I'm not going to explain it on here because she watches my videos. So, and me and her has been together for 3 years and 5 months. So other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope I probably won't be back until December, most likely. I'm not too sure. But if you don't hear from me, I hope everyone has a great Christmas, and make sure, you know, believe in I'm not trying to force anything, but if you following God or his footsteps, or just anything with God, if you start reading the Bible or start, you know, looking up quotes, and you can start really relating and pray to him, talk to him. He'll talk to you, he'll get to you, and he'll plan out everything for you. So sorry that this video kind of took like a religious type of thing, but he's really done a lot. I was at my lowest when I couldn't find a job, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be working fast food. There's nothing wrong about working fast food. I've done it. I just can't do it. I guess you can say I've tried multiple times. It's not my cup of tea. I like driving, so trucking's my biggest thing, and when I couldn't find a trucking job, I was kind of upset. I didn't know what to do. I worked really hard to get my Class A's unrestricted, and you know, I never got accepted in a job. I went in person to these jobs, and I was like, hey, you guys hire? And they're like, are you 21? Be like, no. They're like, sorry, we can't hire you. So other than that, I'm trying to hopefully better my future, and hopefully I guess I could say my girlfriend and I plan on saving up money to, you know, buy some land or something like that. And but first I gotta start building credit, which that's what I'm doing right now. So hopefully that goes pretty smoothly, and hopefully while I'm over the road, hopefully my credit will be decent, or at either excellent or good, so I can take out loan for land and pay that off and pay it in big chunks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just been a while, and I know this ain't really about Rocket League. It's just something I wanted to keep you guys updated on. It's just a quick little update. I know it's 15 minutes out of your day if you decided to watch this whole video, but I just want to say, you guys are guys and gals, if there's any watching, you people are strong. So if you're really down low, you got this. It might have rough patches in the road, but you gotta get over. Most people quit at those rough patches, but Jesus picks on the people that he knows that is strong. And if you can get past that, then you're a fighter, and you're gonna be all right. I'm just saying that now. I can't wait to get my Volkswagen done as well. I have to make another video because this video is maybe coming to an end. But I'm sorry for the long rant, and I'm sorry for kind of how can I say, being boring. So other than that, I will see you guys hopefully in a video here soon, and if I do, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll always keep you guys updated, so don't you worry about that. And hopefully in the next video it'll be something cool. Maybe it will be about Rocket League, or maybe it will be about Repo or American Truck Simulator. Just let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. If it's American Truck Simulator, I freaking play that all the time. I got 400 hours in that game. But sorry for the long rant, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you did, make sure you go down, hit the like button, and make sure you comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.